Hey guys, this is Marina here, and if you have your sun or ascendant sign in Scorpio, this video is exactly for you because we are going to talk about something which will have an impact on your life for the upcoming 3 years. December 2017, Saturn enters Capricorn and it will stay there until December 2020. So 3 years in which we have Saturn in the sign of its rulership, Capricorn. So first of all, Saturn in Capricorn is in a very strong and powerful position, which means that it can really have a big influence on our lives, and specifically on the area which is related, or of course in the house which it rules. So Saturn enters the house that it rules. In your case, this is third house. And I would say that actually this is a pretty easy position. You know how Saturn is actually considered to be the planet of challenges and difficulties and restrictions and too many obligations and working really hard on something. That is totally true. But third house is kind of, one of the easier, if we can use this expression, houses. It's related with things which are not so life-changing, like your career or your relationships or your family or even finances. So it's kind of an easier position when you have Saturn in third house. Of course, yeah, it influences concrete life circumstances, but they're not so stressful. There is not this tension that you are tested and you have to fight so much for something. Also, Saturn in Capricorn basically makes a sextile with your own sign. And the sextile is a great, very gentle aspect, which is very supportive. So it's not about, you being forced by the circumstances or, really pushed to work too hard or to maybe give up on something. It's not the case. Actually, it can help you to become more organized and structured and disciplined and hardworking, but in a harmonious way. So it comes naturally. It doesn't happen over a night, and you don't feel stressed with all of these, changes. So that's very supportive when Saturn makes the sextile with your sign. The other thing which is important, so what is related with third house, that's very important. That's basically what you're going to be tested in some way. Third house is about our communication in general. And this is about your contacts on a daily basis with your friends, with people that you work together with, people that you meet in the building where you live, neighbors and brothers and sisters and schoolmates, all of these people that you connect with. They're represented by your third house. So when Saturn enters your third house, you may feel like, for example, you are not willing so much to communicate with people. You can prefer to isolate a little bit and to keep this healthy barrier between you and others. Of course, this is not something bad. You may feel like this is natural to you and you really need that private space from your friends maybe or from other people. So you may restrict your contacts and you may restrict them only to your business contacts or communication with people who can help you with something concrete and practical. So for business contacts, actually this is a great transit. You can meet with someone and you can start working with them, and this partnership actually can turn into something long-lasting and you can be a very good match actually. But if it's about communicating with people only for chatting and just hanging out with them, these kind of communications are not very good, and actually Saturn won't support that. So this is going to be cut out from your life, and you are probably going to concentrate more on the work and the business contacts with other people. Now, third house is also related with thinking, with our ideas, with all kinds of, intellectual activities. And Saturn is an extremely logical planet. So for your mind, for your ideas, for some kind of, intellectual activities, this is a great support. Saturn can help you to be really focused on the small things, to pay attention, to be able to organize, to plan your work, to plan, this intellectual work that you may have, for example. So from that perspective, this is a very supportive transit. If you're learning something, let's say that maybe you are at the university or even in high school, it doesn't matter. Saturn in third house can help you to be more focused, but keep in mind it always requires efforts and work. So if you want to skip some test, maybe try to do things in an easier way, it's not going to work very well for you. You have to do the work, you have to learn it yourself, and you have to find the practical meaning of the things that you are learning. In that case, Saturn is supporting you. If you're trying just to pass over it and just forget, then probably Saturn can be related with some challenges for you and your education. So in terms of education and learning, you have to be very serious and responsible and accurate and persistent and hardworking as well. The other thing which is related with third house is about traveling. And Saturn in third house suggests that maybe you won't have so many opportunities to travel, or at least it won't be related with entertainment and just having fun. If you have to travel for business, for work, then this is great. If you would like only to, spend some time relaxing, usually it's more challenging when Saturn is in third house. You may just not have so many opportunities to do that. For learning, just another thing which I remembered is that third house is also communication and the languages that we use to connect with others. So this is a time when you can be very serious about learning a new language, improving your practical skills, learning something which you're able actually to implement right now. So to use all of these skills for something concrete which will help you or other people, and it's visible and measurable. Your communication with brothers and sisters, on the other hand, can be more difficult, as we said. If it's about emotions or, feeling, Saturn can be kind of restricting. So this might be a challenging time, or at least you may need to solve some situations related with your brothers and sisters. So generally we can say that Saturn in Capricorn in your third house is actually a very supportive position, quite easier than for most of the other signs. That's my honest opinion. And you can use it actually to to do some practical stuff, to be more focused on some real things on the present time. So be present and try to improve your skills and learn new things. So that's the most important. If you would like to be informed about another astrological events, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you very soon.